Well, hello guys, welcome back. Loki the priest is in the house. Let me explain. Um, I've been telling you guys I've been having health issues, and the main health issues I've had are partly from getting older. I have undifferentiated arthritis. I've had it all my life. Now it's starting to hurt because I'm walking up and down hills, so I mostly don't. So it's starting to hurt a lot, especially in this one right leg, and there's nothing much I can do about it. I suppose if I was very rich, I could go get some kind of massage, but I can't. So, the other thing that's happening is my teeth are shot. I mean, my teeth are shot. And long story short, when I had inherited everything, when my mother had died, I decided to invest in my health, and I went and I invested in my teeth, and I dropped thousands of dollars into my teeth, only to delay the inevitable. I was told by the dentist, he was like, look, I'm sorry, you have the same kind of teeth I do. They are going to all come out eventually. They're all going to fall out. It's genetics. It's crapshoot. And I said, I don't understand. I had such strong teeth up until a certain age, and then they just started to fail. And he says, that's the kind of teeth we have. So I put thousands of dollars into my mouth to delay the inevitable, and now the inevitable is catching up with me, and I no longer have even a couple $100 to go get anything done. And the thing would be, even if tomorrow someone would knock on my door and say, here's $50,000, go to one of those ultra fancy, you know, I think they call it catering to cowards, dentists, where they actually put you to sleep and they will extract all your teeth and they'll put, permanent replacements in. Even if I went and had all that done, I mean, yes, that would be a good solution, but that would be the only solution at this point because they're all going to come out. And I don't have thousands of dollars to go, get it taken care of. And what I had been fighting with, and what had been making my spirituality upset, was that, I grew up in the Catholic Church. And in the Catholic Church, they have miracles. And we can have pagan miracles too. I believe it doesn't matter what the god or goddess or spirit or whatever it is, you can have a miracle at any time. You should always be open to miracles. That said, as Loki pointed out, very tartly, the universe doesn't run to my tune. I have been trying for quite a while to manifest perfect teeth and perfect eyesight. As you can see, I haven't been very successful. And I'm getting the old fillings over on the one side of my face that I get. You get these intense flashes of pain and these intense flashes of pain, and then after a while the pain goes away and you're like, oh, I'm good, and then the tooth falls out. And eventually it's going to happen with all my teeth, and I know that. It's just, it's not something, oh, you believe it, that's what's happening. I used to believe I'd be a millionaire, so I'm not there yet. And it's one of those things. And as I was fighting with my faith, it was this thing of I wasn't getting this healing. All right? I wasn't getting these teeth fixed. And I wasn't getting these eyes fixed. And finally, Loki had enough, and the fox set me down, and the fox said, I want you to look up this and this. And he didn't say it out loud, but I could feel the little fox sniffs coming after me. And so, weirdly, I looked up this book about pagans and Jesus. And the pagans accept the Jesus that's in the UU church, so it explains why all this UU church stuff was coming up. They didn't say specifically, but I don't know. I wasn't there when Jesus walked the earth. I'm not that damn old. And basically they accepted Jesus that was a man, that was considered a heretic because instead of teaching, what other Jews taught, he was teaching, no, the whole Jewish community is bad. You have to love your neighbor, you have to be kind and humble, and he could heal because he had God's power. But to pagans, it was a very magical system, and they believe it was a magical system. So, all well and good. And look, he's like, you come in here now, after I read all this book that I can read for free. And he's like, I want you talking to God. And I'm like, okay. Loki's finally lost it. And Loki wants me to talk to God, wants me to talk to Jesus, because he's pushing. And I'm like, I can see now some guy, well-meaning guy, got hung on a cross, and I'm thinking about God, and you know where I'm going with this, far faster than I did. And then Loki drags me back in here after I sleep for a while. And he's like, watch, watch. And there's one of these UU church things that came up. And it's talking about going through illness. And talked about Thoreau, and it talked about things we can't control. And they're not dogmatic about who God is. I think I'm starting to understand them a little better. Remember, I was raised Catholic. Telling a Catholic that Jesus wasn't the Son of God, that's a hard sell. But long story short, they talk about, being able to go through things and to realize things are out of your control and to not take it out on people. And Loki has a priest form with me. He will dress up as a Catholic priest to make his point, and he will look very mightily pissed off by the time he's doing this. And he's just standing behind me in priest form. And remember, I'm Roman Catholic, so all sorts of psychological scarring is going on, and he's just glaring at me. And he looks very... I do not say this with any insult intended. He looks like an Irish priest. I don't know why. You remember those old movies from the 40s and the 50s where the priest would always be Irish? There were no other priests in the Catholic Church except for Irish priests. He looks like that, except with the loud red Loki hair. And he's making me sit through this entire sermon about God. Because this is actually about Loki. And he's been talking to me, and we went for a little walk, and weirdly, it's like my friends are avoiding me. And what I got out of all this was that Loki wanted me to see that none of us are above nature. We like to think that, I've been digesting those miracle things, and miracles do happen, as I said, but we like to think we're all do them, right? That I'm just going to sit here and pray, or I'm going to squawk, or I'm going to not work with Loki or Odin or whomever. And they're going to have to fix my teeth, and they're going to have to fix my eyes, and they're going to have to give me a lottery win. And Loki's back there like, I don't have to give you anything, actually. And they don't. They give for grace, and they don't, and that's not a Christian concept. Try dealing with Loki and tell him, you have to give me this. You will find out what he has to give you. And I finally was broken from all the pain, and I said, look, I don't care if you have to make all my teeth fall out. I just want the pain to be over. He's like, finally, you'll work with me. You'll work with nature instead of against it. And he says, I love you. And if it's possible, you will wake up one day with new teeth. And if it's not, you're not going to. Stop trying to fight nature. You're a pagan, damn it. And I'm like, okay. So, that may be my unhappy story. And I was so worried about it, guys. I was worried about what happens when, I was having dreams like my eye teeth and everything were falling out. Because eventually that's going to happen. All my teeth will just go. I'm like, what are you guys going to do when I come on here one day and all my teeth are gone? What are you going to do if I come on and I'm blind in one eye? Because I've always had one eye that's much weaker. Or what are you going to do if I come on and I'm totally blind? What are you going to do? Oh my God. And look, he's like, you can really worry. I forgot you were raised Catholic. For the love of the gods, one thing at a time. So it was actually very healing. And you notice it doesn't mean I got a physical healing. All my teeth are eventually probably going to go. I can think kind thoughts and everything else, but everything's going to probably go. And I have one of those lovely braces you put in the night, but to the point now where if I put it in, it hurts intensely because it's hitting the bad teeth. But if I don't put it in, then my teeth hurt in the morning anyway. So it's like, do I wear it and have it hurt, or do I have it hurt in the morning? It's like, there's no happy trade-off. And I've been open. I've been like, I don't care who sends the healing. Jesus, Buddha, a snail outside. I don't give a shit. But Loki's like, sometimes it doesn't always come. And that whole sermon was about, sometimes we don't get our way. Sometimes the healing doesn't come. And it talked about, being able to fall, to die with the grace of a leaf falling off a tree and to gently go down, to not, be raging against the dying of the light, I suppose. And that's the thing. Sometimes we're going to have illness. And as witches and pagans and such, we can sometimes think we have to fight against that, or find the magic spell, or find the one god that works. Especially in Wicca, it's like, oh, there's a god for everything. You just got to find them and find out what they want and give it to them, and then they'll give you everything. It doesn't always work like that. I used to tell people in Wicca 101, the gods aren't an ATM. No god, Loki especially, is not an ATM. I can't go find the magical ATM shaped like a god, Find out what that god wants, give it to them, and have everything given to me. If that worked, guys, somebody would have found it out long ago, and they would say, if you want a mansion, go to this god and give them this. And if you want perfect health, go to this god and give them this. It doesn't work that way. Some people will have it happen spontaneously. Some people will go to a god and say, what do you want? And the god will say this, and give it to them, and lo and behold, they will get healed. But for the rest of us, the gods are like, suck it up. It's not coming. I love you, but it's not coming. So, it's kind of weird for pagans to talk about the concept of having grace when you're going through illness and that, but I think that's kind of why he's been making this you stuff prop up. I'm like, this is Loki at this point. I know the difference between Loki and Odin, and when it's like my face is getting shoved in it, it's definitely Loki, because Loki has no mercy. He's like, look, I know you're sick. I know you're in a lot of pain, but I was with your ancestors for eons, no matter what reconstructionists say. And they all went through the same pain, and I'm sorry, honey, I know it hurts, but, this is not going to happen like touched like by an angel, where you're going to go outside, an angel's going to come down from heaven and go, bloop, and all your teeth are going to come in, or, you're going to get $1 million or something. Sometimes we have struggles, and I think we do a disservice to the gods when we don't discuss it, especially Loki. I think people were scared to discuss it like it's going to make it happen. And that's not how it happens at all, actually. We all will go through tough times in our life, and it's just a matter of holding on to the gods and, having faith that they'll get us through, especially with Loki. Sometimes he can seem harsh, but, he's teaching me to kind of adapt as my body's getting older and my arthritis is acting up more. I can't have the cold house I had in the 80s. My house is kind of warm to the point where I'm a little uncomfortable. But the arthritis isn't acting up as much, so, I'm learning to adapt. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. I want to complain. I want to fill out a complaint form. But, that's Mother Nature. Sometimes she's a total bitch. And I say that with all love and respect to the Earth Goddess, but sometimes Mother Nature is a total bitch, and she's just going to kick your ass for you, and the best thing you could do is have grace about it. So, if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.